Oh my god! This episode was so mind blowing. Just a little mind blowing, maybe a
Muy
whole
poquito.
lot mind blowing. Episode 8 of Wandavision, guys. Come right back. Oh boy.
Come back.
I gotta say, what the hell? Wow. Oh my god. This episode was epic. 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 How much I love this episode. How much did you love this episode? I love this episode so much.
I thought it was okay.
Oh, you just thought it was okay? Just
I
okay.
did.
Oh my gosh.
So I
I
thought it was
love this
okay. I know the
episode so
beginning
much.
literally showed what happened to Agatha Harkinson when she was younger.
Right.
Showcasing that entire scene. Um, from her,
For her
like,
cousin.
her coven
Yeah.
thought that she had betrayed them and learned dark magic, and
Hmm.
so they tried to stop her. They could not stop her.
I loved how she absorbed their essence and all the gold and dried up surfaces.
Hmm.
That was great. And it's like, well, mom. I'm like, oh, it's mom. Oh,
Yeah,
right.
when she said that, I was like, "Oh shit!" But
I
you
was
know
like,
this.
oh,
I'm a huge fan of Catherine Hahn. Huge
oh
fan
yeah.
of Catherine Hahn. Loved her in Bad Moms. Loved her in, like, just she's so fucking funny. So I was like, I love you. I love you. I'll watch anything you do. But this showed such a different side of her acting, and so that's why I was
Hmm.
like, wow, she crazy.
Yeah.
Like she kind
She
of
does
she kind
crazy
of ticky
good.
ticky in that head there.
Yeah. Right. And you know what? Okay, so we alluded to it briefly last review, but Cindy doesn't know what the fuck is going on with Wanda. So she's trying to figure out what the source of her powers are, you know? So she's just trying to figure it out. And that's why so what we learned this episode was that yeah, mm, Agatha Harkness was not controlling everything. She was manipulating what was the reality
Mm-hmm.
that they were in, manipulating it to her advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Because we saw that she, like in the previous, that she was using her powers to manipulate, and during the episodes with her rabbit and things like that.
But it
But
looked like she was trying to manipulate little things. And I
little
think that's
things.
why it leads to the episode of how the hell are you doing this? Like
Mm-hmm.
that's what I got. I don't know if I missed something, but like she would do little spells in front of her and be
Mm-hmm.
like, this is a spell to control a bug. How are you controlling everyone in this town? This is to control, you know what I mean? So she was literally
Right.
trying to show what a normal witch can do. So,
Right.
but that's what I got. Cause then after that, she was like, I need you to help me out with something. She takes her back. This is where I didn't like, but I get why they did it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll let you talk about this, Pod.
Well, we go backwards. Well, the first things we go backwards to that scene that she keeps on talking about, that she was talking about in the Age of Ultron. These scenes where she and her brother were caught for 2 days with a Stark bomb
Right.
and
Mm.
just didn't know if they were going to live or die. And then
Right.
we also found that she, like we said, she really liked those comedies. Her family made movie night
From
out
since
of
she
it.
was younger. Yeah.
And I didn't look this up today since we just saw the
Watched it.
episode this today. What that specific episode of Dick Van Dyke, or the Dick Van Dyke Show, season 2, episode whatever, the one with the walnuts. I'm gonna have to watch the episode and try to figure out why she liked that episode specifically. You know, I could see it while looking at Mary Tyler Moore's face and how she related to Dick Van Dyke, you know, in the episode, like with a smile on her face, how families would react with each other, how a loving married couple would react. Maybe that was just her idea of what she wanted, you know, and that what set with her that what a happy family or happy married couple would look like, you know, and that sets the precedent later on when she's setting up the world inside the hex, you know. So we got that part kind of confirmed. So she's going from kind of like decade to decade, and we finally get to see what wow,
the
when she
Tesseract.
went in the Tesseract, when they were reacting with when they were with Hydra, and she and her brother volunteered, you know, and I was like, wow. So, and when they were talking about the experiment, and it's like, well, we'll see if she survives, because it looks like nobody survived.
But then remember, he left the mic on too. So she heard part of it and he turned it off. He's like, you fool. But yet she still went through. She still went through with it. So,
and she turned the stone. There's a space stone, you know.
The Tesseract is a space stone, correct?
It's the space stone of the Infinity Stones. And then when she interacted with it, it turned yellow,
which is the
Mind
Stone.
So space, mind, time. So she's manipulating. I think both of these work together to help with her chaos magic, or with her.
Right.
Because we were talking earlier today about what the space stones does, and how it manipulates time, space, anything within your purview, how you can change and manipulate that with time and space. And the Mind Stone is like how kind of being omnipresent and just being
omnipresent, yep.
You know, and stuff like that. So that's her omnipresence, you know, kind of takes place here in the hex, where she controls everyone,
right?
And she knows where, but like Agatha says, you can't control everyone. So it's like all those people in the edge of town who are just kind of fully,
and Agatha was literally like, how is that possible?
Right. So she knows this woman is like some weird anomaly, and she wants to find out what makes her tick. But she's like, you didn't think I would bring you down here and protect myself, did you? It's Witch 101. You're surrounded by wards, dear. And I'm like, I guess she doesn't know she's a witch. She doesn't know anything about herself, you know?
Right. And then the third one was she was actually in the Avengers room.
Yes. I think this is when she and Vision had like escaped about that time when they were in hiding. Was that right? Yeah, they were in hiding. They're starting to be in hiding. And that's when their real rapport and romance really started. Then, because they were on the run with each other for a couple of years or more. You know, after the Accord.
Yeah.
So that timeline is a bit fuzzy for me, because I didn't really because that was after Winter Soldier or the Civil War. That was after Civil War. Captain America Civil War, you know, which came after Age of Ultron.
Yeah, because that's where she leveled that whole level, right? And so she was sent to her bedroom. Remember, she said it. Right. She was like, "You locked me in my bedroom." But yeah, it's just insane. And then even when she admitted, and it's funny, like she called Pietro. Remember when she said that?
Yeah.
She was like, Pietro. "Oh, and Pietro, if you will."
Yes. No.
I was like, that is so brilliant. Fake Pietro. So I thought that was, you know, awesome. But yeah, when she did the Hell Hydra, she did the Vision effect when they, you know, went into the Avengers compound. after Age of Old. Like, it's just insane. But then this is where I liked it again.
Right.
So after the Avengers, all of that was done. She went to Sword.
Right. This is
She went
after
to
the snap.
Sword.
After she came back from the snap, she's looking for Vision because she wants to bury him. She just
Mm-hmm.
wants him. She's like, I'm Mexican. Well, you're not anything. And we get to see, and I was like, oh, we see him spread out in
And then they're
parts,
literally like, you know, drilling into his head and like doing a lot of stuff. And
and it's in a hex, by the way.
yes,
You know,
yes. So make sure you
that,
notice that.
that is also in a hex. His body part spread into
But
his head.
this is also where I got a lot more frustrated with Sword, because
Mm-hmm.
they have been lying this entire time. So what had
100%.
happened, if these are spoilers, just so you guys remember that. So what had happened is he said things in the back to make her mad, like, oh well, not a lot of us can bring back the people we love online. Oh, excuse
Right.
me. I mean, bring them back to life. Like, he said a lot of things that would just piss
Pushing
anybody
her,
off. He was
her button.
totally pushing buttons. And so she literally just went into, she didn't go into rage mode yet. This is not
No,
where she went into
no,
rage mode yet.
no.
She just wanted to go down to see him. So she shattered the glass, floated down, and I loved what she said. She was literally like, I can't feel you.
Right.
I
Can't feel
can't
you anymore.
feel you. Because if you guys remember in
Mhm.
the Age of Ultron, he asked her, what do you feel? And she just said, oh, I just feel you. So now she doesn't feel him. So
Oh,
basically, she said her goodbyes and she
mhm.
left. She left. So do you
Left.
remember when the agent said she broke in and stole him?
Yes.
So that's what
Yes.
Monica believes. Monica
Right.
believes that story. The agent, Jimmy, believes that that's what happened.
Mhm.
So he's
Mhm.
lying. That agent is lying. And I want people to
Right.
pay attention to that
100%.
too, because, and then he literally, he didn't just like push buttons. He was like slamming.
Throwing bombs.
Yeah.
He was.
He was like, no, get this through your thick head.
He's wanting her to react a certain way. He wanted her to do something. He wanted her to show power. He
Yeah.
wanted that power.
Yeah.
You know.
And then she goes to her car. She takes off and she drives to New
Right.
Jersey. But she went to New Jersey. If you guys, there was a card in there. I think Vision literally bought a plot for them because it said, our new home,
Right.
V. Love V.
Right.
Like, it's in a heart and it says V.
For our future. So that he bought the
Yeah.
plot of land. In the house when she went there, they were starting to break ground on the house.
Right.
So they had plans, but it just never. So she just collapses in the middle of the thing and starts crying. And I remember in a few videos ago, I said she was grief,
Sadness.
sadness.
Hurt.
She dug
Emptiness.
deep, emptiness. She dug deep, really, really deep, and that's what caused the Big Bang, her personal Big Bang.
Westview got refreshed.
Yeah.
And I like how they showed that, because the pool was broken down, the town square wasn't all it was, like everyone. And so basically,
everybody looked a little run down. They
yeah,
didn't look really.
yeah. She literally
They were
gave them like, it was a refresh. It
sort
was
of
an
refreshing
upgrade. It was,
upgrade.
but remember, Fietro said that. He said, so why this town? Like, why'd you do it to these people? I mean, granted, you gave them better jobs, you made them look better. Like, that was interesting. That was interesting that he said that. So, so, but it's incredible that
And I love
she went through
how
that painful time.
and the way she constructed a vision, just seeing him appear.
That's the thing. It wasn't she didn't steal him. She
No,
literally
she
just created him
created.
right there. Right
Hmm.
there. Like that was insane. And it showed the house being built, it showed the town being done, and it was just insane. It was insane.
Hmm.
So,
Absolutely.
but it was awesome. Yeah, like she literally brought him back without having to steal him.
From nothing.
Yeah. So Hayward,
Nothing.
you son of a bitch. And I think we're friends on Instagram. But anyways, um, I mean, come on the show. But it was just insane. It was just
Absolutely.
insane because she literally created um, you know, an entire new Westview.
Hmm.
And so,
So that's where she got her using the space stone.
yep.
I guess I don't know how like she reacted to that space stone like the Tesseract went through um Carol Danvers, but not quite not quite the same because it really enhanced what she
Wasn't
already
Carol
had.
Danvers the purple stone?
Carol Danvers was the actual Tesseract.
Okay. I was trying to
Yeah.
remember because that's right. That's right. Because when she went back to get it, it was she
Mm-hmm.
put the Tesseract in the lunchbox. That's
Mm-hmm.
right. That's right. So, but yeah, there were so many parts I loved about this. Um, and then when she realized that it was just a set, after creating everything, that's where I kind of get confused a little bit.
That's where Agatha comes in.
Yes. And that's where Agatha
Agatha
comes in.
comes in. That's
And
where she
so
manipulated that.
she's clapping at Wanda and she's like, bravo. And then she disappears and you hear the kids. You hear the kids calling for mom, calling for Wanda. And it is that whole scene was insane. She was no
Mm-hmm.
longer being nice. She was no longer nice. She was not the nice neighbor next door.
Oh.
She was literally like, nope, nope.
She's like,
And
I'm not
so,
giving you anything till I find out what makes you tick. And then she's like, well, you got okay. Because so Agatha, I think, realizes that Wanda is way more powerful than she is.
well, yeah, because she realizes that she's wielding chaos magic. And that's what she says. She says, you are wielding chaos magic, and that is capable of spontaneous creation. That's what makes her dangerous. That's what Agatha thinks is dangerous with Wanda, because she does have that power. She doesn't need spells. She doesn't need like anything. It's just basically on brush on the emotion. And she's like, you're literally making breakfast look like dinner. Like you need to do spontaneous, like you have the powers to do all of that. And then it was just funny because I think everybody cheered this part on. But when she was like, when she said all that and she's like, and that makes you the Scarlet Witch. Like my friends I was watching it with, they literally cheered because a lot of people don't know her as Wanda Maximoff. They only know her as the Scarlet Witch. So, but a lot of people have, like, I've grown to love Wanda Maximoff. I think she's done a very good job. But yeah, when Agatha went there, I was like, oh. And then it went to the credits.
You're like, wait a minute, wait, why?
I was like,
Boo! I was like, wait, there's 8 minutes. When I saw the credits, I was like, wait, there's 8 minutes left. Oh, maybe we're getting something else. So I sat there.
Oh, me too. I sat there.
And I was like, there's got to be something because Snooper's gonna snoop. I'm waiting, and then we go to Sword. All right, and then we see the nuke. So Holland did everything on purpose. He's like, we got what we wanted.
Oh yeah, Hayward totally did everything that he was. Yes.
Hayward,
yes, Director Hayward, he knew exactly what he was doing. He knew Wanda was going to put a hex on it. He knew exactly what he was doing because they couldn't get the power. They couldn't reactivate the body. And so he knew that he could get it with Wanda. So
Mm-hmm.
so they used the drone to absorb, everything that was
Her
happening.
power, her chaos power,
Yes.
chaos power.
Yes. And then
And then, oh my God, we see a white
a
vision.
white vision come to life.
So tell us about this white vision, because I'm like, is it him just as in weapon mode? Because he has no Jarvis interface.
No
He's
Jarvis
got nothing.
interface. I don't know. I'm excited to see next. If you guys know why he's all white, put it down in the comments. We'd love to know. But yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited to see next week's
I
episode.
remember in Age of Ultron that the when Ultron was created, that body for himself. That body was also had no color, no. It was
right.
just
That came on right.
so. They have this shell that of what he had taken form as, but so is it what's in him? I mean, there's no Jarvis. See, the Jarvis program is what made Vision,
Right.
So do we have Ultron bits and pieces, or do we have something totally new?
Interesting.
Because he has no memories of Wanda.
No.
So
So he could literally be a weapon.
exactly, just a big.
He could literally be a weapon.
Wow. So what the heck is going to happen
Yeah.
next?
Wow. Okay, maybe I did kind of like it. There were a couple of things I didn't like, but I think majority it was good. There was a lot of
I'm like, I told you so, man. This one is like, I think next week's the last episode, season finale, episode 9 is gonna blow our minds. Like
probably. And did you see that they may do a season 2?
They're gonna do a season 2.
Yeah, they announced it. Kevin Feige said that it's been so successful that they would do a season 2, but also because COVID, they've had to spread, because remember it was supposed to be WandaVision and then Doctor Strange 2. Now it's going to be WandaVision into Spider-Man, which comes out in December. So she's now playing a part of that because she's the one opening the multiverse for all the Spider-Men, and for them to team up against the 6 Sinisters. I guess that's what they're called, the 6 bad guys, but they're all going to be together. So it's like all the bad guys from Sony, from Marvel, huh?
Okay. The Sinister Six?
The Sinister Six. That's what they're called. Because Kevin Feige did confirm all that. So I think Wanda's going to open it, but he said depending on time, they may do a season 2 so that it keeps everyone interested. And he's like, it's been very successful. So it's nice because now that MCU is in the TV universe, they have to announce everything that's happening. So he said, season 2, and then they moved back Loki. They're trying to give everyone space. So, because I think it came out the same week as Black Widow. So, yay! We all love Marvel Universe. Go Kevin Feige!
Yay!
Go Kevin Feige!
Give
this
us
is so awesome.
Strong women to kick ass. We got 2 really strong women in this show. Maybe 3. Darcy, she's strong too.
Darcy.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see what they do with Agatha. I hope they take her to the big screen. I hope she's not just a WandaVision. Like she could literally control Wanda. So
I could see her in the in the universe.
I could totally see her in the MCU. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And in the Marvel universe, hell yeah. But all right, well, let us know what you guys thought. I know a lot of people were cheering and excited for this one. So let us know what you guys thought down below. And as usual, don't forget to like, subscribe.
Ring the bell. See you guys later.